Hello and welcome to U Economy Entrepreneurship Evolved. My name is Joe, and we're going to get into the meat and potatoes of our webinar here in a moment. Before I do, though, what I would like to do is just give you some of the ground rules here and some of the things that you can expect from me during this presentation. What you're going to hear is the truth, and you're going to hear some transparency here today. What you're also going to hear is about a business model that's been around in my life for over 25 years. And this business model has generated tens of millions of dollars for people all over the world when they simply follow the instructions that we put forth. What you're not going to hear is a bunch of hype and a bunch of flash and a bunch of fluff. You're not going to see a typical webinar presentation that offers you huge incentives and act now and all kinds of cool drop-down stuff and menus that tell you buy now. But that's not what we're going to get into here. What we're going to talk about is some fact, and we're going to give you some real opportunity and expect for you to make a relaxed and informed decision about this business at your own pace. U Economy, tonight we're going to talk about the market, we're going to talk about the products in the system. And that's me. A lot of bullet points over here. Quickly, I'll tell you, my name is Joe Need. I am a baby boomer. I was born and raised on the south side of Chicago. A serial entrepreneur is what I like to consider myself. I'm psychologically unemployable. I was in my first leverage free enterprise business as a preteen. I did fail my way to success. I've done a lot of different things. I had traditional brick and mortar business. I was in the real estate industry. I was in the insurance industry. I had a credit repair program that was running all over the state of Illinois. I was in the mortgage industry as a loan officer. I've done a lot of traditional things. And then I hit a wall. In 1995, everything was coming apart. I found myself literally at the brink of bankruptcy. My car had been repossessed. I was being evicted from my apartment. Remember the good old days of digital telephones when they would send you a big red notice in an envelope because they were going to turn it off? That's where I was. I was living in Illinois in NIGAS, Northern Illinois Gas Company, had actually disconnected the heat into my house. But you know what? I did have ambition, I did have drive, and I continued to look and research. And one day I opened up USA Today and I saw a simple ad. The ad was a 3-line advertisement. It kind of spoke directly to me. It talked about me getting paid what I was worth if I was willing to do the work. So it was very, very cool. I saw the ad, I responded to the ad, and the next thing I knew, a guy called me back. I left my name and my phone number requesting a call back. A dude called me back. He was Canadian. His name was Stefan. He did a brief interview. He talked to me for maybe 3 or 4 minutes. And then what he did was invite me to a presentation call. I went, I listened to the call. It was maybe 40, 45 minutes, and it blew my mind. I knew that this is something I wanted to do, something I could do. The problem was I was flat broke, dead flat broke. But what I did do is go ahead and borrow the money. Now, right out of the gate here, I want you to understand, in a million years, am I suggesting that you borrow the money to get started in this or any business? But what I will tell you is sometimes you have to do extraordinary things to have extraordinary results. That's what I had realized. My best thinking, my best decision making had gotten me in a place where I was losing everything. So I went ahead, I borrowed $10,000 in the first 30 days. I'm sorry, about $2,000 in the next 30 days. I made 10 grand and I never looked back. That was in 1995. Since that time, I've lived an extraordinary life. I have functioned as the chief operations officer, the chief marketing officer, the CEO, a direct sales consultant for a variety of direct selling network marketing companies. I have traveled the world as a speaker and as a trainer, and I have met thousands of people, and this is what I know for sure. People around the world are eager, they're ready for something to happen. At the same time, they are skeptical. They are so reluctant, but they are ready, right? They're eager, they want it to happen. They're skeptical. But if you know what, if we can show you, if you can show yourself that this is the real thing and it really does work, you are ready to move. I trust that that's the case for you. Now, here's the size of the market we're going to be talking about here this evening. Now, I want to say that millennials Gen Xers that is the next generation. And we do have programs. There's something here for everyone. But for me, as a baby boomer, I am one of those guys. So this is my market. This is what I focus on. Although anyone here can focus on any market that they choose. But here's the market that I have selected. It is the baby boomer generation. And these are the facts. 10,000 people per day are retiring out of that baby boomer generation. That's correct. 10,000 per day. Over 365 days, that's almost 4 million people per year. And here's the proof. There were 76 million people born between the years of 1946 and 1964. That means they are going to retire over a 19-year period. Simple math shows that 76 divided by 19 is 4 million, or nearly 11,000 people a day. And of these 11,000 people, the average individual only has $5,000 in savings. So what are these people to do? What are they going to do? You know, I can speak for myself. I've got to make money now. I've got to make money this month. I don't really have time to build something that's going to take me forever. And a lifestyle that I've gotten accustomed to is very difficult to let go of. You know, there's a lot of baby boomers out there who came through an era in time in the 70s and 80s when money was easy to get, mortgages were easy to get. You can take seconds on your home. It was easy to get your kids into college. Many people had like really cool things going on. You know, country club memberships, vacations, golfing, all that kind of stuff. Those lifestyles are difficult to let go of. And there are plenty of people who are in that baby boomer space who are entering their 50s and have 50 more years to live. And they're wondering, what am I going to do? Jobs are sparse. Who's going to hire me? Who is hiring the baby boomers? What really are the options? This is one of my favorites. No onion, no pickle. And the reason I selected this is one day, not long ago, I was at a McDonald's in my neighborhood. And I gave my order and I pulled up to give the guy my money. He's like, thank you very much. Pull up to window number 1. And I went up to window number 1 and there was a guy in there that was my age. There was a middle-aged man standing in there. And I gave him my money. And as I was pulling away, I heard him say to somebody, you want 2 hamburgers, but no onion, no pickle? No onion, no pickle. I was blown away on 2 fronts. What is a guy who is 55 years old doing working in a McDonald's? And who in the hell orders a McDonald's with no onion and no pickle? What's that about? But if you take a look at this little image here, what does it say? Grandmas, grandpas, moms, dads, students, always hiring. At that same McDonald's, when I finally got to go and pay my money or to pick up my food, the woman that was in there, she also was a middle-aged woman. It was shocking. What about this guy? Not long ago, I was in a shopping mall and I saw a guy pushing shopping carts. See this guy on the screen? What do you think that guy is? 68, 72 years old? Do you think growing up, do you think that this was in his plan? Is this what he planned to do? Maybe a brick and mortar business. Okay, maybe you're not going to work in the parking lot at Target, or maybe you're not necessarily going to work at a McDonald's because you have to keep your life going. So how about a brick and mortar business? Have you considered this as your option? A brick and mortar business is expensive. It's time consuming. You know that you have to have inventory. Regardless of what you're selling, you got to have a warehouse. And then there's going to be employees and there's going to be legal issues. You're really buying yourself a 9-to-5 job. And you know that it's 3 to 5 years to break even. If you're one of these individuals in transition, is a brick and mortar business really an option? How about multi-level marketing? Let me tell you a little bit about my love affair with multi-level marketing. I think it was Herbalife years and years ago. I remember late night TV, ESPN, when they first came out. I remember seeing this dude with like white silk pants and he had a beautiful woman with him and he was wearing loafer shoes and a Hawaiian shirt. He was sitting up on stage in a gigantic fan back white chair. I'm like, whoa, this is the life I want. And then this guy started introducing people. They were coming off across the stage and getting their checks. And I was like, this is what I want to do, sharing goods and services with people. Oh, I got to tell you, I was in for quite a surprise. It was not as easy as I thought it was going to be. But whenever I can buy products right now from a multi-level marketing company, that's my preference. I love multi-level marketing. I love the theory behind it. And they usually have very high quality products. Plus, I honor entrepreneurs and the entrepreneurial spirit. But I'll tell you this, if you're one of these individuals right now who is in transition and you're looking to make something happen right now, is MLM really the solution? My research has taught me that any legitimate MLM company is about a 3 to 5 year track to get yourself into a money-making position. And in fact, 99.7% of the people who engage in that business are losing money. The average annual income of a network marketer, multi-level marketer is only $5,000 a year. And only 0.3% ever live the residual dream. Now again, I love multi-level marketing. I was introduced to our industry via traditional multi-level marketing. But what we're talking about here today is a traditional business that allows you to make money now on your own terms. So if you are serious about doing something here right now, I'm going to ask you to agree with me or not, but would you agree that a franchise-styled internet business that has the highest Better Business Bureau rating is attractive? Would you agree that a proven track record, 20 years in business, 2 million members, and $450 million in commission being paid out, would you agree that that is stability? If you're brand new to our space, if you're relatively new and this is your, I've got to do something moment, would a proven business model that offers predictable results, would that be a critical component? How about this one? Immediate return of your cash investment. Is that important? And being in profitability within 10 days rather than months or years is exciting. U-Economy, entrepreneurship evolved. U-Economy is the world leader in the digital era of direct selling. Meet the founder and the CEO, and this is the primary reason that I became a member of this community. His name is Peter Wolfing. Peter Wolfing exemplifies integrity, talent, and experience. This man has been in the game, in the saddle, if you will, 27 years in network marketing. The companies that he is responsible for creating and managing over the years has enrolled over 2 million people. Those 2 million people have spread out $450 million in commission revenue, real money that's been earned by the members. Peter is the author of 2 best-selling books. Again, he has the highest rating with the BBB. He's the founder of a not-profit organization called WizKids, which is really wonderful. He's a master trainer, and he is the content creator and curator for all of the products and all of the offerings that you will find here in U-Economy. Peter Wolfing recently, as you can see on the cover of this magazine, Home Business Advertiser, they referred to him on the cover of the magazine as the Uber of network marketing. That's the guy responsible for this entire program. Now, I want you to think about for a moment, what does that really mean? The Uber of network marketing. What is that? Well, if you know what Uber is really, it is a big disruptor. That's what they did. It was pioneered by young people with brilliant ideas who said, let's disrupt the norm. But in this case, we're talking about transportation. We're talking about taxi cabs. We're talking about limousines. They took this idea and just shook it. And what did they do really? They looked around and said, hey, there's so many cars on the block. People are sitting home doing nothing. What if we were to connect the people who want to go somewhere with the people who are capable of taking them somewhere? And what if we were to include an income opportunity there? So anyone who has a car, if they meet certain qualifications, are able to use their car in their spare time and they can generate revenue. And everything is handled by a cell phone. Everything is done with technology. Well, quite frankly, that is exactly what's happening here in U-Economy. We are disrupting the norm of the network marketing industry. We are delivering goods and services in real time to people who are really looking for this information. We're allowing anybody and everybody to participate in the income opportunity, and everything is being done from a cell phone or some kind of a device. Everything is done mobily. And here's important things I want you to understand about the program that we're offering here. The products that we are bringing to the table, I just mentioned Peter Wolfing is the primary creator and curator. These products are proprietary. They are unique and they are very high value. Now, the e-learning space, because primarily that's what this is. We're talking about education. The e-learning space currently does about $107 billion a year and is growing. And this came right from ForbesMagazine.com. Now, the value of the products, I'm going to show you exactly what they are in a moment. The value of these products is extraordinary. Tagoras, as you can see on the screen there, .com, actually I found this on the internet. The cost to create e-learning, they said that an e-learning course takes about $10,000 per hour to produce. And sometimes they can take many, in some cases, 90 hours to produce. This is very, very important for you to understand. Because in this competitive world of direct selling, especially in the top tier, you're going to see most of the companies are selling rehash, stuff that's been in the marketplace. In some cases, I call it, may I say, cash gifting with a skirt. Here, what you're going to find are real proprietary products that are unique and high value. You're going to be existing in a space, $107 billion a year and growing. And the products, as I said, are worth a ton of money. The U Economy products, let's get into a little more detail here. It's online education, as I mentioned a moment ago. U Economy educational products are delivered online via the internet. Now, the products, they consist of audio files, video files, there is printed materials, PDF files, and there is live online seminars and live in-person seminars. Now, the product is delivered in this fashion. Upon payment, the U Economy will allow access to all of the products via the internet. You can access this educational material via your cell phone, laptop, desktop, iPad, any device that is connected to the internet anywhere in the world is your potential customer. And there's no inventory, there's no warehousing, there's no shipping, and there's no receiving of products. This is critical because this allows each and every one of us to service a worldwide market. If someone has the internet, they are able to purchase and accept delivery of the products. You never worry about things like customs. It's a really interesting, exciting model. Okay, they are unique products in an expanding market with an unlimited income opportunity. I want you to consider U Economy kind of like a secondary education company. Secondary education. It's proprietary content, as I said, and we currently offer 3 topics of discussion. We have U Mentor, which is the inside game. We have something called U Digital, which is the digital realm, and then U Network, which is connecting. I'm going to go into some detail on each of these here in a moment. The U Mentor series. U Mentor is the inside game. I'm sure that you've heard this saying, your attitude determines your altitude. Or how about this one? If you want to see it, you must believe it first. Well, that's what the U Mentor series is about. It's about your approach. It's about your self-image, the way that you see yourself. You know, it is a matter of fact that you will never outperform your self-image. So if you feel like you're stuck and you're not making the money that you're capable of generating, it has to do with the way that you see money and the way you see yourself. The U Mentor series is designed to lift you up, to empower you and educate you. Bob Proctor said, a mentor is someone who sees more talent and ability within you than you see in yourself, and he helps bring it out of you. Isaac Newton says, if I have seen further, it is by standing on the shoulders of giants. What does that really mean? That means coaching. That means assistance. And then the Bible says, iron sharpens iron, and one man sharpens another. In the U Mentor series, you will be treated to hands-on training. You'll be treated to online and real-time offline trainings and mentoring. It is hosted by Peter Wolfing, and much of his experience, 27 years of having results. And believe me, when you start hearing about Peter's story, there was a lot of rough water. There was a lot of challenge along the way, but he has proven that he knows the route. He knows the way. And that primarily is what the U Mentor series consists of. The products consist of audio files, video files, PDF files, and live mentoring sessions. Next up, we have the U Digital series. This is the second of our 3 topics. And this is why this is important. The digital marketplace, the worldwide market, is here to stay. It is here. You know, if you're one of these individuals like myself, when I was growing up, the phone was stuck to the wall. There was no handheld devices. When I was growing up on the south side of Chicago, my world ended at the railroad tracks and at 59th Street and at Pulaski. That's where my world ended. Now we live in a global marketplace. We have to see things different. We have to approach it different. However, it is traveling faster than the speed of light. Recently, one of the Kardashian girls, you know who the Kardashians are? Recently, one of the Kardashians just posted something on a social media feed. I think it was Instagram. And she said something negative about Twitter. And Twitter lost billions of dollars in market cap within a matter of hours. It happens so quickly. It happens so fast. And if you want to participate in the digital realm, being plugged into digital education where you learn about the ins and outs of what's going on in that arena. And here's a couple of things to think about when you talk about digital, right? The data volumes are exploding. More data has been created in the past 2 years than in the entire previous history of the human race. You think there's a lot to think about there? Forbes magazine also says marketers who leverage the full power of this data could increase their operating margins by as much as 60%. And then, of course, UDigital will include the discussion on Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies. This one guy, Roger, says Bitcoin is the most important invention in the history of the world since the internet. Do you really know about it? Do you know how volatile it is? Did you know that there are options? Do you know there are strategies? Well, this is the kind of stuff that we're talking about in the U Digital series. Now, the products, again, consist of audio files, video files, PDF files, and live mentoring sessions. And finally, we have the U Network series. That's it. This is the final stop, U Network. Here's what I've come to know about the internet. The internet is the great disconnect. 40% of the world, 4 billion people, have the internet. Yet how many of us really know the names of the people who live down the street? How many of us know the name of the man or woman that lives across the street? You know, as big and powerful as the internet is, there is a void. And what we do with the U Network series is our best to assist you in filling that void. We're talking about authentic communication, authentic connection via the internet. Around 40% of the world population has an internet connection today. That's 4 billion. In 1995, back I shared my story with you at the beginning of our presentation, it was less than 1%. How about this thing called YouTube? You know, there was approximately 500 million, which is a big number, YouTube accounts back in 2012. That number is over 1.5 billion and will soon reach 2 billion users on YouTube. Really? And 42% of marketers report that social media is critical or important to their business. Let's say that you have got a niche, something that you're really passionate about. Doesn't matter what it is, but because the internet is so big, we're talking billions of people. I guarantee you there are people out there that see things as you see things, and they will engage with you. And in many cases, they will buy your idea. But how do you get to them? How do you really authentically connect? This is what the U Network series will teach you. Again, the products in the U Network series consist of audio files, video files, PDF files, live mentoring sessions, and in this case, live in-person 3-day conference events. Each topic includes 3 levels of education. Now, I want you to consider junior college, university, and graduate school. That's the way it's assembled, okay? Each program, U Mentor, for example, has a basic, it has an advanced, and it has a mastery level of information. U Digital, the digital realm, we will teach you basic, advanced, and mastery level. And the same holds true for U Network. There's basic, advanced, and mastery. It's simple. There are 3 topics, and each topic has 3 levels of education. I'm sure that you understand. So let's quickly recap. All right, we've already discovered that there is a huge problem facing many generations. Primarily today, we talked about the baby boomers. We talked about the fact that they are retiring and busloads, gobs of them are coming out every day, 10,000, 11,000 a day. Most of them don't even have $5,000 in the bank. And many of them have a long way to live. And they are looking for something, and they are really, really eager if you can show them that it's real. So we talked about the problem. We talked about the size of that market. And we did talk about the products and the reasoning why these products are important to you if you want to continue to live and strive and excel in the new world. So next up, what we're going to cover is how we do this. How do we get these products into the hands of the people who are looking for them? How we get paid to do this, and what your next step will be should you choose to become a member of our team. This is how we do it. We break it down to three simple things. Three things. We capture, we invite, and we collect. That is it. That's all we've been doing for 2 decades. We capture the attention of people who are bright, open, and ready for something that is simple, legit, and profitable. Then we invite these people to learn more using our done-for-you system of webinars, radio shows, hangouts, and live events, and then we collect a decision. People will either get this or they won't. Now, let me give you a little bit more detail, because most people, when they first see this, they're like, oh, you've got to be kidding me. Don't I have to learn how to build a website? What about the autoresponders? What about the emails? Don't I got to get some kind of a credit card processing device? How do I collect the money from the people all over the world? Really? Really, it's this simple? Well, it is. Capture. This is what I mean. This is what we will teach you to do. To capture the name, emails, phone numbers of serious, bright people, people like you. Let's assume that that's who you are. You're here today because you are seriously interested and you're open to receiving something that will really work. Now, how do we do this? How do we capture? If you're sitting there, you've never been involved in a business like this, we will teach you how to use social media. We will teach you how to use Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Craigslist. There's a variety of ways that if you were to spend a couple hours a week, we will teach you how to get your phones ringing off the hook. There's also classified advertising. We will show you where to place classified ads and exactly what should the language say. There are things like solo ads where you can send people to your funnel page individually. There's direct mail. And we also offer economy, professionalized, customized sales funnels. And then, of course, and people get shy of this, the power of 3, personal contact marketing. When you see how the compensation model rolls, you will see the power of 3 is possibly the most powerful way for you to build depth and big time money fast. Capture, invite. An ice cube in the sun melts fast, right? What we will teach you to do is invite people. And what I mean is picking up the telephone in a very professional manner. Okay? Just, hey, how you doing? I want to make sure that you are a real person. I want to make sure that you do understand a little bit about business. And based on that, based on my feeling, I'm going to invite you to a webinar today. That's what we do. We will teach you. We have a script. We'll teach you exactly how to do it. Or we do things like autoresponder email campaigns. You see, when you capture the information, primarily it's going to be in a system that automatically takes care of a lot of the work for you. We provide you with sales funnels. The sales funnel captures the information, and then the invitation happens automatically. Autoresponder email campaigns. We use text messaging, relationship building. This is very important in this digital age. If you're paying attention, there is so much stuff out there. So many things are going on, and it's happening so quickly. Relationship is key. And here's how we do that. We do a radio show 5 days a week, Monday through Friday at 12 noon Eastern. In addition to that thing being live and streaming live on the internet so the whole world can listen, it has 24/7 access. You can listen to the replays of every show we've ever done 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We have live and recorded webinar presentations like the one that you're watching right now. We do conference calls, and we do this stuff 6 days per week, training, calls, radio shows, all kinds of stuff. And I want you to think long term. Okay, we recently had a couple of people join our business at a very high level who have been kind of hanging around for a year. They've been taking their time and taking a look, So sometimes you invest in your now, and then the future is when the paycheck comes. So you have to think long term when building a business like this. This also is where the You Mentor series comes in. And then finally, we collect. What we want to do is collect a relaxed and informed decision from people who have gotten enough information. Fortune is in the follow-up. And when I'm talking about follow-up, much of it is automated. Much of it is email campaigns. Much of it is text messaging where people opted in and are requesting more information. And from my perspective here, there is no closing the sale. You don't close here. There is no closing. People will either see this or they won't. They're either going to see it or they're not going to see it. It's either going to make sense or it's not. And timing is always key. As I mentioned a moment ago, we have a lot of people who join our business days, weeks, months, even years after they were first introduced, because timing is key. If someone makes a decision, it's always going to be in their world, what's going on in their world. And we will teach you that patience. That's where the You Mentor series once again comes in. And you, my friend, if you're watching this tonight, today, this afternoon, whatever time it is, you will either see yourself doing this or you will not. Either way, the person who invited you, their life will not change. And I'm going to show you why in a moment. All we do is capture, invite, and collect. And the reason is this, because You Economy provides the digital products. You Economy provides the sales pages. You Economy provides the webinars. You Economy provides that e-commerce solution so you can begin transacting and accepting money. Economy provides the email copy. You Economy provides the daily live support and training. You Economy provides the proven lead generation resources. And You Economy does provide the world-class solution for every single person who's willing to walk through the door and allow themselves to be taught. And here's something I want you to consider. If you really were considering getting started in your own online adventure, your own online business, let me share some facts with you. The cost of running an internet business. Now, I got this from the Small Business Administration website. That's where I got this information. It says, if you are going to start your own internet business, the first thing is software development. After you get the idea, then you have to build the online store or the application from scratch. Now, you can expect a team of 4 people, men and women, to spend at least 6 months designing, implementing, testing, and launching. At $50 per person per hour, each one of them working full-time each month, the monthly cost will be $32,000 per month. In this case, over 6 months of bringing your product to market, you're talking about $196,000 to invest in your business. Look this stuff up. And then once you're in the market, there's hosting the websites and customer service. You know, success is expensive. Some of these big companies spend 7 figures a month just on their electric bill. And you have to consider that you will need people, hosting, power, equipment costs. The stuff that comes with running a profitable internet business. I have seen clients, and I can testify as a former CEO, $20,000 a month for hosting and support is a drop in the bucket. Not to mention insurance, taxes, legal, the list goes on and on and on. You Economy provides all of this stuff for a very reasonable $39.95 monthly membership fee. That's it. $39.95. And you get digital products, sales pages, webinars, e-commerce solution, professional email copy, daily live support and training, proven lead generation resources, and a world-class solution for everyone and anyone. Make sense? Oh, did I forget something? This is how we get paid. I know that many of you are wondering, okay, everything sounds good. I understand that you guys are in a cool market. I understand it's expanding. I see you got really valuable products that will help people who want to get somewhere. So what do? We know that we put them into the market with capture, invite, and collect. Pretty simple. If you can see yourself doing that, then you will do it. But how about the money? How do we get the money? This is simple. This is a direct selling business model. Once you're qualified, when you make a sale, you get paid today. You make a sale today, you get paid today. You keep 100% of the profit on 100% of the sales that you make. It's direct selling. It's as old as time. It's traditional and it works. I personally have been involved in this business model since 1995. Now, as far as getting qualified to make the money, there is a one-time qualification. The path to qualification is simple. You buy the product or the level that you wish to be paid at, and you buy that directly from your sponsor. Then you will make one sale of the product that you purchased, and that sale pays you. You see, Peter Wolfing was smart enough when he put this business together. He said, you know what? If you really want to gain momentum and give people some excitement, you have to get them money as quickly as possible. They have to be able to get paid as quickly as possible. So he decided, how about the first sale? Sale number one. Is there anything faster than getting paid first? So in this program, you purchase the product that you want to get paid at, and then the first sale that you make pays you. Now, the second sale at that level that you are participating at is passed up to your sponsor. And once that happens, you are qualified and you are now in a money-making position at the level that you are purchased. And that's it, a one-time qualification. Congratulations, now that you are the sponsor, you get paid. And dig this, you are free to refer as many people as you wish. As many as you wish. Every person you refer will pay you directly for the product that they purchase. Member-to-member payments. No waiting for the company to pay you. What that means is that when you engage and you enroll someone, you're the referral agent, they will buy the product directly from you. They will send a wholesale amount into U Economy, and then what happens is that money, the sale price goes directly to you in the form of a cashier's check, cash, checks, whatever you want to do, So the cool part now is that when you're out there in the field, you're the one who's making the money. People are paying you right now. Get paid today. And remember, everyone who pays you must refer you their second sale, just as you had to refer your second sale to your sponsor. All the sales you receive as a qualifying sale, refer you their second sale. Has this sunk in yet? Can you see how simple this system is? Can you see operating this turnkey franchise style business? Can you see yourself doing it? Because if you can see yourself doing it, then you will do it. Remember what I've said several times, 25, 30 years doing this. This is well, the cool thing about the history of the comp plan, it has withstood the test of time, right? Select your product, select your paycheck. I'm going to get into some detail here right now on the products and the money involved. Select your product, select your paycheck, because you will only get paid at the level that you're participating. So M1 is what we're going to start at. M1, whenever you see M and the number behind it stands for $1,000. The M is magic, right? Magic 1, make a grand in commission. See it? Make a grand in commission. So M1, when you decide to participate in M1, M1 includes the complete basic series of U Economy courses and the U Mentor Advanced course. The products in this bundle in M1 have a retail value of $2,125. When you select M1 at checkout, you will pay $1,250. When you select M1 at checkout, your savings is $875 off the combined retail prices. Now here's the way the pay works. At checkout, you'll be told to send $250 using a debit or a credit card and to send that money directly into U Economy. Then the next thing that you will do is send $1,000 to your referral agent or to your sponsor. Okay, so your sponsor gets paid. Your sponsor is really happy. Now remember, once qualified, you're the person who will receive the $1,000 from every one of the members that you enroll. Select your product, select your paycheck. Make M2, make $2,000 in commission every time someone says yes. Now, M2 includes the entire M1 basic series of UE courses and U Mentor Advanced. The product included in M2 have a retail value of $4,625. Select the M2 bundle at checkout and you will pay $2,500. But here's the best part. Select the M2 bundle at checkout and you save $2,125 today. Send $500 directly into U Economy and then send $2,000 directly to your referral agent. Remember, Once qualified, you receive the whole $2,000 from your members at the point of sale. Select your product, select your paycheck. M4, make $4,000 in commission. M4 includes all of the courses in M1, all of the courses in M2, and the U Network Advanced series. The products included in M4, combined all together, have a retail value of $9,625. Select the M4 bundle at checkout, and you pay only $5,000. Select the M4 bundle at checkout, and you save $4,625 today. You will send $1,000 into U Economy, and $4,000 will go to the sponsor or the enroller who brought you to the table. Now, once your one-time qualification is met, everyone that you bring to the table will be paying you that whole $4,000. And don't forget, they have to refer their second sale to you as well. All the money on the table. Once qualified, you are eligible to receive the profit on the level that you are qualified at only. So this is important. So let's say, for example, that you like M1. So you get started with M1. So now you're qualified to receive that M1 or $1,000 profit on a sale. But the person that you enroll, they decide that they want to make $2,000 profit. But you're only eligible to receive $1,000. So what happens is you will receive $1,000, but the remaining money will go around you and up to the person who's qualified to get paid at that $2,000 level. Let's say that you're qualified to receive a $1,000 profit on a sale, and a person decides they want to make a $4,000 profit on the sale. You're only eligible to receive $1,000. You receive $1,000, and the remaining $3,000 will go around you and up to the person who is qualified to get paid. Whoa. And this happens. This does happen, and this is where leadership is really rewarded. You really want to get yourself positioned in the comp plan as high as possible, because people will do what you do. The same rules apply for all of the products. You only receive the level of paycheck you are qualified to receive. You will always get paid on your first sale. You will always pass up the second sale of the product you purchase. You will get paid on your third sale. You get paid on every personal sale, and everyone who pays you must refer you their second sale. This is real leverage. This, my friends, is when this was the aha moment for me years and years ago. Everyone who pays me, even if I've never met them, even if it's a referred sale to me, that person is also going to have to refer me their second sale. If you start low, you can upgrade, okay? We'll talk a little bit more about that in a moment. Now, I want to give you an income disclaimer. I'm going to show you the real magic right here. This is the truth. I said at the very beginning, I'm going to tell you some bold truths. I'm going to tell you exactly how it is. What you are about to see are results that have been proven over time. The system that we teach has been producing results for over 25 years. There are people right here who generate 5 figures a year. There are people here who generate 6 figures a year. And we have some people who do this as a career, making 7 figures a year. That's $1 million a year. And at the same time, some people here are generating 0 income. They're making nothing because variety of reasons. Are they really doing the work? You see, the formula here is a proven formula. The 3-step formula works 100% of the time. And if you work the system exactly as it has been designed, you will have the result. The only variable here is you. Now, here's the real story. Predictable results. Would you start a business? Would you invest in yourself if you were not sure of the outcome? Especially if you're a little bit older in life. Wouldn't the idea of a predictable result, like you know what you're going to get at the end of the day, at the end of the week, at the end of the month, based on certain things? Predictable results, does that matter? Well, let's for a moment here talk about the 1% rule. 1% of the quality people who begin the process will emerge as a member. Let's break it down. 100 leads. You capture the names, email addresses of 100 people. Of the 100 people that you invite, 99 of them are going to fall out. They're going to fall asleep. They're not going to get it. But one person does get it. So what is your level? Are you M4 qualified? That person joins you at M4. You made $4,000. How many people enter the funnel? You see, you predict your results. You determine your outcome. How many people are you going to be just putting through the process? The people who do extraordinarily well here, they do way more than 1%. And they do it much more quickly because they're professionals. Remember, there's no gambling here. I call this networking for grown-ups. This is for real. When you learn some of the things that you will be taught and you mentor, see yourself making more money, when you learn more about the digital realm and how you navigate that stuff, and when you really learn how to do the networking that you will learn here, you can up the ante. Predictable results. The 3% rule. 3% of the quality people who begin the process will emerge as a member. So again, 100 leads enter the funnel, 97 fall out, fall asleep, or don't get it, but 3 members do get it. What's your level? Where are you participating? You're participating at M4? 3 M4s is $12,000. How often do you want to do this? You want to do it once a month? Does $12,000 a month sound like some doable money for you? You want to do it twice a month? You like to be in the $250,000 range? This is for real, my friends. You predict your results. You determine your outcome. Period. End of story. Now, it's important note to understand. Purchasing any product will include all of the products below the product that you purchased. So let's say, for example, when you purchase M4, remember, included in M4 is M1 and M2. All of that is included. And you only have to pay the wholesale cost of the product that you purchase. And you will receive 100% of all the products purchased up to your qualification. The second sale that you pass up is only the product level that you purchased. So let's say that you're at M4 and you go out there and you have 10 people who purchase M2. You get to keep all that money. You get to keep that $20,000. You only pass up the next M4. This is important to understand. And one more thing. The U economy is a franchise style business. For myself and for many people and thousands of people around the world over the years, this is a career choice. This is what we do for a living. It's not for everyone. If you're looking for a quick fix, if you're drowning right now, then maybe this isn't for you. I don't know. Because this will require tenacity and grit and resilience. What I like to say is this is very simple. Will you agree with me that simple, that capture, we will teach you how to go out there and harvest the names and the email addresses and the phone numbers of people who are looking for this? And we're going to teach you how to simply invite them, in many cases using technology, in some cases picking up the telephone and having a brief conversation. Doesn't that sound? And then collecting a decision. They say that people have to hear something 7, 8, 10 times, especially in the modern age, before they will make a decision. Maybe right now you've heard this story 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Who knows? But all we do then is collect those decisions. Does that sound simple? Yes, it does. But is it easy? That's the difficult part. Are you willing to do the things that are required? Are you willing to show up? Are you willing to learn a few new things? Are you willing to think a little bit differently? I know that right now people are going, this really sounds good, but at the same time, you're scratching your head. How can that really work? Well, it does work. It's been working for nearly 3 decades. So make a decision. Ask yourself, will you or won't you? Don't try. Remember Yoda from Star Wars? Do or don't do. There is no trying. So you just make up your mind and let's get it done. Your next step is this. This presentation for you is just to get a snapshot of the products, the system, and the kind of money you can make here with U Economy. We do have other programs. Today we're talking about make a grant in commission because that's some real money, man. You can do something with $1,000. Contact the person who sent you here and set up a free member account. You can get started. You can look around, get your questions answered, and it's no charge. Get yourself a free member account and then get some rest, because you're going to be sleepless when you see how simple this business is and how quickly you can be making some serious money with your very own U Economy internet franchise style business. U Economy, entrepreneurship evolved. Thank you for your attention, and feel free to come back anytime.